Good morning. It is Sunday, April 24th. Last night, after ending things, I was trying to get a vlog out, and I came to the computer, and it had crashed. Now, it's not unusual for it to, nearly freeze up because Chrome and Firefox have memory leaks, and they don't like being left on for days upon days at a time, and eventually they just hog all the memory, and I have to slowly try and close programs so that I can let it reset the memory and reopen them. But it crashed to the point where, the video driver, I guess, stopped working and there was no longer video to the screen. So I had to do a hard restart, and I was able to get it pulled back up eventually and get things out, so everything's fine. But I decided after doing that, I was like, you know what? Maybe turn off computers some evenings. So it's really weird walking in here in the morning and it just being silent, because there aren't the little whirs of fans in the background. But I don't know, I might try and get in the habit of doing that when they're not actually working on something overnight, not just leaving them on for the sake of not having to wait for them to boot up. I already do that with the new one, because Jester boots up in 5 to 10 seconds. But the old one, Ginny, takes 2 to 5 minutes. So an old Windows 7 computer. So I usually just leave on for months. But yeah, so might try and get into that habit. Might be better for the computer, I guess. But yeah. But I'm not even bothering to turn them on right away this morning, because I'm getting ready to head to church. And got out of church, and sounds like Mom and Mike are heading straight to go continue helping my grandmother move into her place that they finally were able to get for her. So I'm on my own for lunch, and I figure if I'm on my own for lunch, might as well get Chipotle. And there was quite a line waiting to get my food, but it's been a while since I've had to deal with that. And it happened on the day where I have no schedule of somewhere I have to be. You know, so many Sunday mornings I'm getting it because I have to rush home to play D&D with my buddies. I think that's next weekend. I had no schedule, I just was picking it up, so worked out quite well. The busy weekend, the long wait, was when it didn't affect me. Probably should play some video games today. That's what I'm thinking I ought to try and accomplish. Some Zelda specifically. It's been a bit. And home for a very large burrito meal. And then perhaps getting something accomplished. And after eating, I settled in and I recorded a single episode of Zelda. And that's all I'm recording today. Because it was the second of the Spirit Trials, which are Skyward Sword's kind of like stealth missions, where if you get, basically if an enemy hits you once, then you lose and have to start all over again. And so it's a high stress, my heart is pounding kind of experience. not the most fun. But it does leave you with that feeling of, I've done it, when you finally did it, and they reward it well. This one was the claw shots for the reward. So, which, you know, we've been seeing targets for and wanting since near the beginning of the game. So it's like, cool, finally got that. So, they at least reward well for it, but man, it was a high stress. So I'm like, one episode, that'll get me another week further. That'll be good enough for right now. Besides, I need to hook the mic up to the other computer, as well as this camera, just let them run for a couple of hours and see if we get audio warble, because I need to test that before gaming with my buddies tomorrow. So I'll just kind of whatever lays around. I will talk to it at the beginning. I have recorded things to know that it doesn't like immediately do it, but in case it's something like, for some reason, after 45 minutes, it now does it automatically, I'll need to know that before we record another episode and it's messed up again. Now here's something I haven't thought of, but I'm using OBS 25.0.8. They're on 27.2.4. I'm gonna just let it update while I'm working with it when not actually making content, because maybe that'll help? Alright. So, I let the thing record for 2 hours and 15 minutes. No warbling, everything seems fine. I just hung out and watched more Critical Role, because I am several episodes behind still, and like there's something I can do with my time while letting the thing sit and record. And it did, and it was fine. So I did the update. I don't think that had anything to do with it, because I technically did a shorter recording beforehand, before updating, and it was fine still. But just in case, I let it do the update, so I got the newest version. And no warbling for more than 2 hours. No issue. I don't know what caused it, but I cannot repeat it now. Okay. Well, I'm gonna shut off this computer because I'm not doing anything else with it tonight. I think I'll probably at least get the single Zelda episode I recorded, uploaded, scheduled, all that. So, basically I recorded one, which bought me an extra week. Oh well. Didn't get much accomplished this weekend. No, I reject that. I did get a fair bit accomplished today. I didn't get, like, content creation. I didn't do any unboxings or any of the other videos that I need to do. Only got one video game. But I did get stuff done. In addition to, like, time with family, I made the trip to the store to stock up on water, which I've needed to do. I got some stuff done. And I tested the camera audio thing to make sure that I'm not stepping into something stupid to have this same issue that I had last week again, if it is avoidable. So that took a couple of hours, and it was a needed thing to do. So I did do some stuff. I got some stuff accomplished, just not stuff that pushes my calendar a whole lot further forward. Anyways, I'm also feeling kind of cruddy, and I know why now. It takes me a while to figure out why. How about cookies? Cookies are delicious. But cookies feel in your stomach like, oh, I'm not super hungry, because there's stuff in there. But they don't really offer anything in the way of nutritional value to make it where I don't need real food. They just fill up space. And so as I casually eat cookies for a couple hours while watching Critical Role, I start feeling like, oh, I'm not hungry, but then I'm like, but wait, I need real food. I haven't actually eaten anything since I had Chipotle for breakfast. And I've got a lot of options right now. Well, I have a fair few options if I want to defrost beef and really make something. But I don't this evening. But I do have another frozen pizza. But it is at least real food. And I can have it without having to go out in the rain. It's been storming all day. But I guess that's like a spring thing. April thing specifically, right? That's the phrase, the April showers, and next month we get flowers. Although flowers are starting to bloom already. Stupid saying. And now I'm full. That should get the headache to go away. I think I'm gonna just come in and shut down the computer overnight. Trying to get in the habit of doing that. Nothing's sitting there uploading or processing, so why leave it on? Other than not having to wait the 2 to 5 minutes tomorrow. I'm gonna wait the 2 to 5 minutes tomorrow. It'll be fine. I mean, heck, if I turn it on in the morning, then it'll just be ready to go by the time that I need it on break. So. And then it gives the computer a chance to just restart each night. Otherwise, I'm gonna get to bed. It's a little before 8. I always say I'm gonna get to bed early when I do that. I end up laying around and watching YouTube until it's basically bedtime anyways, but it's still extra rest, even if it's not extra sleep. And I haven't slept the greatest the last couple of nights, so I think I better take the opportunity. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.